Hey everybody, welcome to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear of it and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together, for truly this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Be Better on Purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones. Hit the subscribe button, like the videos, leave comments, and share all these videos with your family and friends so they too might be better on purpose. Today's video, I will turn your haters into cheerers. Haters, it's challenging when we have to deal with people who judge us and our work so critically. So how do you feel when someone criticizes you? Hurt? Angry? Or maybe both? Most people turn defensive, get their blood boiling, or worse, just walk out of the situation. Dealing with criticism like a pro, however, is a good thing. It helps you identify your weaknesses and open your eyes to areas of improvement. Besides, when you are in the calm, in the midst of a storm, it helps you build relationships and become successful at work or at home. So, what can you do instead of being defensive? The very next time you come head to head with your haters, take a deep breath first. That will calm you down. And then use any of these tips I'm about to give you on how to turn your haters into cheerers. Yes, they will be hating you, but they will be turned into cheerers where they will cheer for you. Haters are those who have anger towards everyone reaching success. So, we must have a behavioral change if we want an attitude change. Change behavior, change attitude. So if you have a manager who's constantly, or a boss, a supervisor, or whoever that is over you in any type of role at work or at home, and they constantly nitpicking on your weak spots, it's time to change somebody's attitude. You will be surprised to know you can change your manager's, supervisor, or boss's attitude by changing their behavior. Benjamin Franklin, he did this with his haters. And one critic was at the time at him so much, criticizing everything he did. So in order to break the tension, Benjamin Franklin did the most unexpected thing. He asked to borrow a rare book from his critic's library. The critic, knowing that Benjamin Franklin was an avid reader and collector, the critic was honored that he asked and lent the book to Benjamin Franklin. A week later, Benjamin Franklin returned the book with a thank you card. And when the critic did Benjamin Franklin this favor, it changed his attitude toward Benjamin Franklin. As a matter of fact, they became lifelong friends even up until the death of Benjamin Franklin. Next, try looking in from the outside. When you have an encounter with a hater, take a moment to step out of the scene. Imagine you are looking at the scene from a third person's perspective. This will help you from taking things personally. You can feel less pain from critics when you view the situation from the outside. It gives you a chance to observe what is being said instead of focusing on why it was said. Then observe and identify patterns. Do you have a friend who is constant hating all the time? This is someone who has no compliments to give, but only hateful remarks. And even if they give a compliment, they are backhanded or shaded. It doesn't matter what you might get excited or happy about. This hater will always shrug it away saying it's only normal or everybody does that. So what you need to do is observe this friend when he or she is with your other friends in the group. Most likely you will see the same reactions from this friend to others as well. And when you notice this, remember the problem lies with your friend. It's their own ideas, their own relationships and experiences of life that makes them always hate. Also, remember their good intentions. Is the constant criticism coming from your loved ones? Because if so, it's harder to deal with haters and critics within your family or close friends. For an example, there are many of us who have family and friends who may not be taking this COVID-19 as serious as we would hope and like everybody would. You have some family members who will wear masks, who will social distance themselves, and you have others who are living as though nothing is happening in our society. So you might get hated or criticized based on which side of the coin you may be, but understand it's coming from a place that's not necessarily hating, but it's coming from someone who's hating because they may be concerned. Also, when the haters are hating, listen. Listen very closely so you can catch the validity from everything that is being said. There must be something that is useful. I know for me it's hard when I hear criticism because initially I would tune you out. But every now and then I found out there was some nuggets in the criticism. So listen closely, because even in the midst of hate, there might be something that can be appreciated. These are the little gold nuggets of criticism that help us to catch our weaknesses, and sometimes we might just be able to improve them. Sometimes, if you're on the internet, you might come across what's known as trolls. These are people who offer nothing constructive to say, and they just want to pass judgment and unsolicited opinions. And you know, if you know anything about me, I'm not good on unsolicited opinions. As a matter of fact, that's when sometimes the best in me don't come out. So every now and then we get confronted with trolls on the internet. And sometimes these haters just want to say hurtful things, so ignore them. But remember, there will be haters. There will be doubters. There will be non-believers. And then there will be you, proving the haters, proving the doubters, proving the non-believers wrong. Understand this and ask for advice, because you only have a few seconds before you react in an encounter. And sometimes it depends on who you are, who you were, and where you are, what type of encounter that may be. These are crucial moments to decide how you want to pave this conversation with this hate. Now we all know that constructive criticism is a good thing and they benefit many, oftentimes allowing us to improve our product, improve our skills, improve our ideas, improve our relationships, and even expectations of those who are expecting certain things from us. So when you find yourself in an encounter, the best way to deal with criticism is to deal with criticism like a pro. Step back and ask for some advice and clarity. If your parents or your spouse or your significant others or whoever you might be in a relationship with judge your spending habits, ask them for advice for money management. Remember the definition of insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So remember this. Remember this in case you put yourself into the hands of your critics and over and over and over again. Because sometimes, no matter what you say, haters and critics will not change their opinion on the matter. So there is no point in bringing up the topic in conversation ever again for you to only be put down again. So see, you would do it to get a validation to your point, but you know what? Sometimes it's just not about you. So show kindness. Remember the Benjamin Franklin effect. Talk about how to change another's behavior by getting them to change their attitude. In much the same way, you can also show kindness. People do favors for the people they like. You can trick your mind into liking the person by doing nice things for them, even if they are harsh critics of your work, your personality, whatever it is they're critiquing. Being kind is about graciously reacting in an encounter. One thing about me is, whenever I am being criticized or critiqued, the first thing you may notice is a smile, followed by a pause, and then, depend on what the critique is, some other things. But what I have learned is my goal is to recognize that people will hate, but my job is to turn that hater into my biggest cheerleader. And I've learned, and I want to share this with you, the best way to do that is to ask them for advice or to ask them for a favor and watch how their behavior change. I believe that we all have haters in our life, and haters have a unique purpose, a unique plan, and a unique responsibility to get us to be better on purpose. Remember the tips, remember what I just shared, and use these helpful nuggets to be better on purpose. Well, hit that subscribe button, like the videos, leave comments, share these videos with your family and your friends, and continue to be better on purpose. Well, until we're together again, be better on purpose with Dr. Darryl L. Jones.